So today, I want to show you how I make my homemade fertilizer.
Now, let's dive into the video on moving my ginger plant.
Alright, so the first step that I do to prepare my plant for the fertilizer soil is I just pour plain soil into the bucket, as you see I'm doing right now, and just move my hand around in it. I like to get my hands dirty, so I don't need gloves. If you want gloves, you can buy them, that's your preference. So I put the soil and just make sure to keep it loose.
Not the fall.
The banana and then your rest of your topsoil on it. You want to make sure when you put the plant here, it has room for the water to move past it and it can breathe. So yes, this is the very first step that you'll see as I putting in the plain soil in the bottom of this bucket.
You can use a regular pot. You can use, this is an old ghee bucket. I just poked holes in the bottom. So here you can see the holes that I poked in the bottom of the pot. So that makes sure you can be able to drain the water when you water it, and it gets air. So it can have the air to breathe and the water can drain out. Any container will work. Alright, step 2, as you see, the soil that's mixed in with the eggshells. I'm going to pour this in now. And the reason I do this, eggshells have a lot of nutrients in it, so it gives your plant food. You may not understand or know, but plants have to eat just like we eat. So if you already have eggshells mixed in with the dirt, once you put your seedling in, it'll always have some food to keep it healthy and keep it from dying. There we go. Alright, so these old mushy bananas look great, don't they? It's the best thing for your soil as well, because this is also plant food and it gives it a lot of nutrients. So this is how the soil becomes its own fertilizer. So I'm just putting a couple in here to make sure it's well fed. Alright, so the final step is I'm adding plain soil on top of the eggshells and the bananas, and you want to fill it up to the very top, so when you put your plant in here, you'll have plenty of room for the sun to shine on it every day. And please make sure, if you do use containers, please make sure you put holes in the bottom. Because if you don't, you will get dry, what they call it, fungus rot in the bottom of your seedling, because it won't have room to drain. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I've filled my container or your pot, whatever you're using, to the very top, and now you're ready to plant your seed. Alright, so this is a ginger root that I started. I basically put 3 ginger plants, the ones that had the eyes on them, in this dirt, and I have 3 stems and sprouts that have come up. So now, as you can see how tall they are, they're ready to be transplanted because they need room to grow. Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. So these are all the roots that have come after I planted this. It's been here for about 2 weeks now. And you want to keep it together as much as possible so you don't disturb the plant. So I'm going to push it down as much as I can and just make some more space. Because you don't want to break what's already grown. It will be stable. And the good thing about the ginger root, when you're growing new ginger, it does not need a lot of water. It needs some water, but not a lot. So you don't want it to be soggy. And it does not need direct sunlight. So make sure you have it in a place where it does not get direct sun. But it does like to be warm. So you need to have it somewhere it can be warm, but not hot. All right, so this is the final result of my ginger plant. So as I said, I just took it from this small pot, just like it was, and I made a space for it in the new container so it'll have more room to spread. And I hope that I get a lot of ginger out of this. Stay tuned for the results. So now we water it so that it will have some moisture, but just a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, here on Life's Burrito, where we wrap up the real, the random, and the ridiculously good stuff that makes life tasty. If you like this content and want to see more, please feel free to like, share, and hit that subscribe button below. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and most of all, keep life spicy.